Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to the official players draft of the inaugural season of Zim Afro T10. I'm Anant Tyagi, and it gives me immense pleasure to host you all at the first ever player draft of Zim Afro T10 from this custom-built studio. This marks the beginning of T10 global expansion and an exciting journey ahead of cricket's fastest format. Before we begin, may I please request you all to stand for the Zimbabwe national anthem. Witnessed the amazing Abu Dhabi T10 and saw some excellent performances last season from some of the biggest names in cricket. We eagerly await the start of Zim Afro T10 that is scheduled from 20th of July to the 29th of July in Harare, Zimbabwe. We would like to thank the Zimbabwe Cricket Board, the Zimbabwe Ministry of Sports, and Zimbabwe Tourism Authority for their support and belief in the T10 format. On to today, and we've got another stellar cast of cricketers who will be selected to descend in Zimbabwe as 2023's official draft gets underway. Here is a glimpse of some of the action that goes on in T10.
The Abu Dhabi T10. Promise and Finch at the top edge. Right, there goes high. Silma right in the front. Is that a screamer or what?
And that's the T10 action for you. Now, T10 has expanded into a truly global brand with Zim Afro T10 and US Masters T10, Lanka T10, and Indian Masters T10 in the pipeline. I would like to welcome the man who needs no introduction in the cricketing and business world. He's the founder and chairman of Mulk International, a multi-billion-dollar net worth multinational holding company, owner of Alubon USA, the world's largest ACP manufacturer. He's ranked number 7 in Forbes' top 100 Indian leaders in the Arab world. He's the winner of multiple awards and accolades, founder and chairman of T10 Sports Management and T10 Global Sports that owns all these leagues. Mr. Shaji Mulk, may I please request you to come on stage and say a few words?
Good evening, good morning, good afternoon to all the cricketing fans around the world. Today is a very important milestone in the journey of T10. As you just heard, T10, after being established in 2017 in Abu Dhabi and having done the 6 seasons, we are now embarking on another special moment of having the first full member board T10, which is the Zim Afro T10. The players draft today marks a start of the journey where all our franchise owners and the think tank around the world. I think today we have, from our 5 teams, we've got the Australian owner, which is Darren, for the Braves team, Bulawayo Braves. A US owner, Ritesh Patel, for Cape Town Sampami. And we got the famous PSL champions, Qalandars, Samin Rana and Atif Rana, from Pakistan for the Durban Qalandars. And then we've got the Indian business house, TG Bharat, for the Joburg Buffaloes. And I think the last team, which is the Harare Hurricanes, of course, my favorite, which is Sir Sohan Roy and Sanjay Dutt, being the co-owners of this Dubai and India base. As you can see, the franchise ownership is truly global from around the world. And I take this opportunity to thank all the franchise owners to start off to put the trust in the team. My team here, who's really worked very hard to put up the show together. And His Excellency, the President of Zimbabwe, Emerson Mnangagwa, the Zimbabwe Cricket Board, and all the ministries of Zimbabwe who's really supported us in reaching the day today. So I wish you all the best to all the teams, and let the draft begin. Thank you.
Thank you, Mr. Shaji Mulk, for those encouraging words. And I would like to request Mr. Dirk Viljoen, the General Manager of Cricket Affairs at the Zimbabwe Cricket Board, to say a few words now.
Good day, everyone. Welcome to the draft, the inaugural Zim Afro T10. What a great occasion for Zimbabwe and cricket in Africa. We thank T10 Global for their involvement in seeing the vision of cricket and the future of cricket in Zimbabwe and Africa. And to all of you, the owners, the coaches, the assistant coaches, and the teams for buying into the concept of the Zim Afro T10. Today is a historic occasion as we enter the first draft of its kind on the African continent. And we look forward to some exciting 10 days of cricket in Zimbabwe that hopefully in time will become a powerhouse of tournaments around the world. So to all of you, thank you very much for following the vision of Zimbabwe cricket and buying into that. And more importantly, we wish you luck, not only tonight, but as we get closer and closer to the tournament. We look forward to some great cricket. We look forward to welcoming you to our beautiful country. And we hope that once you get here, that you will share that vision with us of the beautiful Zimbabwe and don't want to leave. And we will make this tournament bigger and better. Good luck and thank you.
Thank you very much, Mr. Dirk Viljoen, Manager, Cricket Affairs, Zimbabwe Cricket Board. I mean, if you are a cricket fan growing up, you've certainly not missed that. He hasn't changed much over the years, has he? But thank you so much for those passionate words. Now, before we move on to our next phase, Zim Afro T10 would like to thank President of Zimbabwe, His Excellency, CDE Dr. Emerson M. Mnangagwa. His unwavering support and passion for cricket at large made it possible to bring T10 franchise cricket to Zimbabwe. Minister of Youth, Sports, Arts and Recreation, Honorable Dr. Kirsty Coventry. Honorable Dr. Tavengwa Mugulani, Chairman of Zimbabwe Cricket, and Zimbabwe Cricket Managing Director, Mr. Givmore Makoni. Thank you all for your support, and with a promise for further growth to expand our horizons, we look forward to working with you. We would also like to thank T10 Sports Management, the COO, Mr. Rajiv Khanna, Prashum, Fayaz, Shahbaz, and the entire team. Next up, I'd like to thank our Zim Afro T10 title sponsor, Zim Cyber City. Now, Zim Cyber City stands to become Zimbabwe's landmark project, offering a world-class high-end lifestyle to all the residents. It's a $500 million mixed-use high-tech park at Mount Hamden in New Harare. On that note, let's have a look at what Zim Cyber City has to offer.
Zim Cyber City, only for the elite. Hailed as one of the most exciting mixed-use property development projects in Southern Africa, Zim Cyber City is set to redefine the standards of modern living. Declared a special economic zone, it offers tax and import duty exemptions as well as guaranteed financial mobility. Brace yourself for a world where innovation, opulence, and architectural genius converge to create a city of the future. The Mulk Tower, to be one of the tallest buildings in Africa, will be the centerpiece of the development and a marvel of architectural excellence, capturing the very essence of the cyber city. The commercial and retail areas will pulse with energy and vitality. Zim Cyber City will, amongst other benefits, offer tax exemptions for residents importing vehicles and furniture, and is the first on-land duty-free mall, bringing the finest international brands to Zimbabwe at the lowest cost. Stretched across the cityscape will be high-end residential units, boasting over 80 luxurious villas that redefine comfort and security. Residents will have access to one of the most stunning waterfronts ever built within a city, offering a perfect escape from the hustle and bustle of the urban jungle. No amenity has been spared in the design of Zim Cyber City. It boasts the first African mega shopping mall of its kind, offering spectacular views of the magnificent city. The boulevards and other structures that adorn the city are a collection of architectural landmarks, characterized by modern design principles and stately, graceful minimalism. Investors will be delighted with the business opportunities that abound in this futuristic city. Zim Cyber City will offer an ease of doing business as yet unseen in the region. With the range of business-focused incentives, free capital flows and protections for firms within the city, Zim Cyber City will nurture the next wave of business success stories in the region. With cutting-edge office facilities and spaces that encourage digital innovation, the city is to bring the region into the future. World-class dining, business lounges, parks, and a cutting-edge health club will provide residents a holistic lifestyle solution that caters to all their needs. Zim Cyber City, the vision championed by Mr. Mulk, is set to be a dream come true. A lifestyle and shopping and business mecca for the region. A city that merges grand architectural innovations with lush lifestyle amenities and essential regulatory support and incentives, elevating your living experience to a whole new level. Zim Cyber City, only for the elite.
Now, isn't that absolutely beautiful? Now, Zimbabwe is famous for its beautiful landscape, the Limpopo and the Zambezi rivers. It is also known for its diverse wildlife and rich history. Many interesting landmarks and facts about Zimbabwe make it an attractive destination, particularly for nature and culture lovers. As you can see, Zim Cyber City marries the past with the present and no doubt the future, and goes hand in hand with bringing a watershed moment in the history of cricket in the stunning and beautiful country of Zimbabwe. Moving on, big thanks also to our global broadcasters in India, in Bangladesh, Pakistan, Sri Lanka, Afghanistan, Middle East, North Africa, South Africa, Sub-Saharan Africa, of course in Zimbabwe, UK and Ireland, USA and Canada, the Caribbean, and down under in Australia. The inaugural season promises to be the biggest sporting event in Zimbabwe, and while we have a whole host of international stars, we would like to proudly introduce our teams. Let's welcome our 5 teams for the first edition of the Zim Afro T10. First up, the Bulawayo Braves, owned by Mr. Darren Herft, the owner of the Chennai Braves franchise from the Abu Dhabi T10, being represented here by the coach, Dougie Brown. Next up, the Cape Town Sump Army, owned by Mr. Ritesh Patel, owner of the Morrisville Sump Army franchise from Abu Dhabi T10. They will be coached by none other than Lance Klusner, but represented today by the gentleman on your screens. Next up, the Durban Qalandars, owned by Mr. Samin Rana, who is also the owner of the 2022 and current PSL champions, the Lahore Qalandars. They'll be coached by Aqib Javed and Mansoor Rana. Next up, the Harare Hurricanes, owned by Sir Sohan Roy, chairman of multinational conglomerate Aries Group, and co-owned by the immensely popular Bollywood star who needs no introduction in Mr. Sanjay Dutt. Hope to see you guys smiling by the end of the night today. Next up, and finally, but definitely more significantly, the Joburg Buffaloes, owned by Mr. T.G. Bharat, chairman and managing director, Sri Rayalasima High Strength Hypo Limited. The Joburg Buffaloes will be coached by the legend, that is Herschel Gibbs. Right, before we start the draft, let's have a look at the pre-draft signings of all the teams. And we begin with the Bulawayo Braves, who will be coached by Dougie Brown. Sikandar Raza. As you can see on your screens, the 37-year-old is the only Zimbabwe player who's been pre-drafted. Experience of playing for more than 20 teams in franchise cricket across the globe, and also captained the Braves before in the Abu Dhabi T10. Ashton Turner, a Western Australian, a powerful middle-order batter. There's also Timal Mills, the left-arm quick from England. And then there's Ben McDermott, who's a powerful batter and someone who can also keep wickets. A very handy operator to have in your side. That's the Bulawayo Braves, coached by Dougie Brown. Next up, the Cape Town Sump Army, coached by Lance Klusner. Who are the players signed before the draft? Here you go. Bhanuka Rajapaksha. The second name on that screen, as you can see, a strong hitter and someone who packs a punch as a middle-order batter from Sri Lanka. Then there's Karim Jannat, someone who already has experience of playing for the Morrisville Sump Army. Rahmanullah Gurbaz, his Afghanistan compatriot, an extraordinary wicketkeeper batter from Afghanistan with plenty of experience playing franchise cricket across the world at just 21 years of age. Would you believe it? And then there's Mahesh Theekshana, a wily spinner who has an array of deliveries that can shock and surprise. Also a recent winner of the IPL with Chennai. Next up, the Durban Qalandars, coached by Aqib Javed and Mansoor Rana. So you can see their outfit color has already been given away. That'll be green. But they will be making you green with envy because they have a star cast that currently looks like this. Asif Ali, a middle-order power hitter who can apply finishing touches to a total with effortless ease. Sisanda Magala, a right-arm swing machine, Sisanda Magala, who was recently part of the IPL winning side, Chennai. George Linder, a very handy all-rounder who bats left-handed in the middle order and can bowl some very handy left-arm orthodox spin as well. And then there's Hazratullah Zaza. You'd remember him as a top scorer of Abu Dhabi T10 not too long ago. A tall, hulking presence at the crease, the power-hitting opener from Afghanistan. Moving on from the Durban Qalandars to the Harare Hurricanes, the double H's, coached by J.P. Dumini. Owen Morgan, the former England skipper who became the first England captain to lift a global 50-over trophy. Evan Lewis, a six-hitting machine with truckloads of experience playing franchise cricket across the world. Shahnawaz Dahani, the tall fast bowler from Larkana in Pakistan, who's made heads turn for the last few years with some match-winning spells. And then there's Robin Uthappa, familiar to those watching this in India, of course, a certified IPL winner and a consistent performer for his various franchises that he has been a part of. On to the last team, that is Joburg Buffaloes, coached by Herschel Gibbs. Yusuf Pathan, again a familiar face for the Indian audience, in particular another IPL winner with the ability to clear boundaries with ease. The big-hitting, off-break bowling Yusuf Pathan joins the Joburg Buffaloes. So is Mushfiqur Rahim. As you can see, the last name on that list, the former Bangladeshi skipper who can be a handy wicketkeeper batter with truckloads of experience at the international level. Then there's Tom Banton, the 24-year-old English wicketkeeper batter known for his flamboyant stroke making at the top of the order. And then there's the youngster in Noor Ahmed, just 18 years of age, a left-arm wrist spinner from Afghanistan who's already garnered loads of experience of franchise cricket across the world. And that completes our lineup as far as the pre-draft signings are concerned. Now, just a quick reminder to everybody, before we dive into the exciting world of cricket, I would like to mention we've received an overwhelming response from cricket players around the world. Over 700 players from 26 nations have eagerly put their names for this draft. It's an incredible turnout, really, and we can't wait to see the talent on display. Now, while T10 Global Sports is known for hosting thrilling tournaments, they have a larger mission in mind. They aim to uplift and identify talent from the magnificent country of Zimbabwe. I'm delighted to announce that Lahore Qalandars, the champion team of the Pakistan Super League, have joined hands with T10 Global Sports and Zimbabwe Cricket to lead an exceptional player development program. Starting from the 7th of July, this player development program will take place in Bulawayo, in Kwekwe, and Harare, under the guidance and expertise of the Lahore Qalandars. Young cricketers will be given the opportunity to shine and showcase their skills. The program aims to identify those talented individuals who have the potential to excel as professional cricketers. From this program, 5 outstanding players will be selected to join their respective teams. But that's not all. T10 Global Sports is going the extra mile to engage schools across Zimbabwe through an exciting campaign. Now, this campaign will provide children with the opportunity to learn about cricket and develop their skills. Who knows, this initiative could be the stepping stone they need for the next generation of professional cricketers. Now, before we start with the draft proceedings, I would like to take you through the rules as well. There are 12 rounds, and out of these, 11 are compulsory, while the 12th round is optional. And as I go through the rounds, I'll explain to you the further details of every round as well, and the category of players who will be represented in each round. Now, each team will be allocated 2 minutes for each pick, which is quite simple and straightforward. And any team which does not make a pick within that allotted time will only be allowed to pick a player at the end of that round. Each team must pick a player in each round other than the optional UAE talent round, which I'll come to later. That is our round number 12. However, we must acknowledge that UAE has been a significant contributor to the T10 franchise cricket, and it's only fair if UAE talent is given the opportunity and the stage to showcase their skills alongside the rest of the international stars. So I request all teams to please make use of the UAE talent round, which will be our optional round number 12. Right then, let's begin with the players draft. And before I begin, here's a big good luck and a double thumbs up to all the teams participating in it. Okay, then, it's time for round number 1, which is of the category A players. The first pick of the draft is with Cape Town's Sampami, and your time starts now. Okay, as you can see, the Cape Town Sampami, who went first in round 1 in terms of category A players and picked somebody who's made a habit of scoring centuries for a living now for Zimbabwe in particular. Sean Williams, the all-rounder, has been signed as the first pick in the inaugural, ahead of the inaugural season of the Zim Afro T10. Congratulations to Sean, and congratulations to the Cape Town Sampami. The second pick is with Bulawayo Braves, and your 2 minutes start now. The choice has been made by the Bulawayo Braves, their first pick in this historic draft, ahead of the inaugural season of the Zim Afro T10 is Taskeen Ahmed, the fast bowler from Bangladesh, will be now playing and plying his trade for the Bulawayo Braves. Congratulations to the Braves and to Taskeen Ahmed. Right, moving on to the third pick, and that is with the Durban Qalandars. And your 2 minutes start now. They're taking their time, are the Durban Qalandars, or maybe they know exactly what they want. They just want some suspense and some drama to go along with it. That'll do nicely. They are the PSL champions, of course, not too far away from where we are right now. It's a historic first for the Zim Afro T10. Eventually, they've made a pick. 1 minute 19 seconds still left on the clock, but Mohammad Amir has been drafted by the Durban Qalandars. Congratulations to the fast bowler from Pakistan and to Durban Qalandars for signing the paceman. So that was the third pick of this first round of Category A players. Moving on to the fourth pick, which is with the Harare Hurricanes, and your time starts now. Mohammad Nabi is the name I see. Harare Hurricanes have gone for the Colonel, as he's called, the Colonel from Afghanistan. Mohammad Nabi, the all-rounder, with a load of experience playing international cricket across the world and in franchise cricket across the world as well. Mohammad Nabi will now be plying his trade for Harare Hurricanes. Congratulations to Nabi and to the double-eight side in the Zim Afro T10. Moving on to the fifth pick, and that's with the Joburg Buffaloes. And eventually I will get to ask some questions to the owners, so please keep your answers ready for why you've made your picks. But quickly to the Joburg Buffaloes, your time starts now. Taking his time is Herschel Gibbs. I can see him on the screen. Give us a wave, Herschel, if you can hear us. Sean Williams, Taskeen Ahmed, Mohammad Amir, Mohammad Nabi have all gone away in this Category A in round number 1. Who's Herschel Gibbs thinking of? Guess what? He's thinking of the all-rounder from the Caribbean. It's Odin Smith, who can bowl some handy pace and, of course, can hit a ball out of the park with effortless ease. Odin Smith, congratulations. You're heading to the Joburg Buffaloes ahead of the first season of the Zim Afro T10. Congratulations once again to all the drafted players and to all the 5 teams. Now, just before I quickly move on to round number 2, I'd like to get the thoughts of the Cape Town Sump Army and why they went in with somebody like Sean Williams. Could I have the thoughts of what exactly was in your mind when you were picking Sean Williams?
There are no brainer in that. Sean Williams, he is a top run scorer, and the way he's been playing lately, it's amazing. So it's one of the best thing that we got a first pick, and then we got him in the team. So we're really happy with that pick, and are looking forward.
That's great. I'm sure Mr. Ritesh Patel and Lance Klusner both will not be complaining. Cape Town Sump Army have got the services of Sean Williams. Okay, a quick question to the Bulawayo Braves as well. And I'm just wondering, what was the thinking behind signing Taskeen Ahmed?
Quite batting heavy in the pre-draft. We wanted to have somebody who is a white ball specialist with the ball. Taskeen is somebody who's demonstrated time and again that he's got what it takes to start well, finish well, be quite flexible with his role as well. So we thought he was a perfect fit for the balance of a squad, which was pre-picked.
Thank you, Dougie, for your thoughts. Now we know exactly why Taskeen's heading the way of the Bulawayo Braves. Now on to the Durban Qalandars, who signed none other than Mohammad Amir from Pakistan. Once again, the same question for you, sir. What was the thinking behind Mohammad Amir's inclusion as the first player in your side, apart from the one that's already been drafted?
Yeah, no, we were looking for a left-arm fast bowler, and obviously the pride of Qalandar, our captain Shaheen Shah really is not available. He's on a national duty. So we got another very good fast bowler, which is Mohammad Amir. He's experienced, and we are lucky to have him playing for us, and we are looking forward to his contribution.
Thank you very much for your thoughts. Now, just a quick reminder that Mohammad Amir will join the likes of Asif Ali, Sisanda Magala, George Linda and Hazratullah Zazai as a part of the Durban Qalandars outfit. Now, the same question goes to the Harare Hurricanes as well. What was your thinking behind getting the Colonel, as he's called famously in Afghanistan, Mohammad Nabi?
We were looking for an all-rounder, and he is a well-proven player, both in bowling and batting, especially an off-spinner. So, I think this was we are really looking for the all-rounder. So this is our first choice. There is no other reason. He is our best player.
I think there's no greater explanation needed for that. Mohammad Nabi is a very capable player with both bat and ball, and now he joins the likes of Owen Morgan, Evan Lewis, Shahnawaz Dahani and Robin Uthappa as a part of the Harare Hurricanes outfit. And finally, on to Herschel Gibbs, who wanted to say a few words to us. I think after he made the pick, he took some time to get to it. I wonder what took you so long. First of all, Herschel, welcome to the show and welcome to the Zim Afro T10.
You know, Dean Smith is obviously... Oh, are we on? Are we good?
Yes.
Yeah, look, he bowls a heavy ball, you know, hits a ball a mile, like most of the West Indians do. So he's an ideal pick, you know. All-rounders also play a big part, you know, though it's the shortest format. But, yeah, I mean, you know, there's guys that can do the job, and he's definitely one of them.
Excellent. You took your time, but you chose well, sir. So thank you so much for your pick. That came eventually, but as they say, you have to wait for some of the best things in life. Herschel, stick around, because round 2 is coming up very shortly, and you're not too far away in terms of your pick. Moving on to round number 2, which is also called the Category B round 1 for players. And the first pick of this round is with Durban Qalandars, and your time of 2 minutes starts now. I think you've made your selection, but you're on mute. If you could just get off mute, and then you can announce your selection as well. Even your video is switched off, sir. From what I can see, they've gone for Tim Seifert, the wicket-keeper batter who can really pack a punch. Going to Durban Qalandars now. Congratulations to Tim Seifert. And congratulations to the Durban Qalandars. Eventually, Mr. Rana made a selection, and we got there. Thank you so much. Before we move on to the next pick, can I just quickly ask you exactly what your thinking was behind Tim Seifert there, sir?
Yes, because we were looking for a wicketkeeper batsman, and he's a very exciting talent, and I'm sure he'll be very helpful for us in this tournament. That's why we picked him.
Tim Seifert, an excellent choice by the Durban Qalandars ahead of this inaugural Zim Afro T10 in round number 2. Tim Seifert goes to the Durban Qalandars. Now, just quickly moving on to the second pick of this round number 2, and that's with the Harare Hurricanes. Your time starts now. The Harare Hurricanes went with Mohammad Nabi in the previous round. Let's see what they've got up their sleeve to join the likes of Owen Morgan, Evan Lewis, Shahnawaz Dahani, and Robin Uthappa. Put their thinking caps on. Feverishly looking at the laptop. That's okay, some external help never harmed anybody. You got plenty of time, sir, don't worry about it. More than a minute to go. And the timer stops, which means you have a selection. And I've got a thumbs up from you as well. Let's see the name of the player that'll be heading to Harare Hurricanes ahead of the Zim Afro T10. Well, congratulations to the Harare Hurricanes who've chosen Donovan Ferreira. Now moving on to the next pick, and that's with the Joburg Buffaloes. Your 2 minutes start now. Joburg Buffaloes, boasted by the likes of Yusuf Pathan, Mushfiqur Rahim, Tom Banton, and Noor Ahmed. To go with Odin Smith, who's been drafted in the first round. Herschel Gibbs has made a selection, and it is Will Smead, the batter, who will be heading to the Zim Afro T10 and will be plying his trade with the Joburg Buffaloes. Congratulations to Will Smead, a fabulous talent indeed, and somebody who could really boast the ranks of the Joburg Buffaloes. Congratulations to both parties. And now we swiftly move on to the Bulawayo Braves. Let's see what you got up your sleeve. Your 2 minutes start now, Braves. We've got a selection, and that's come from the Bulawayo Braves, and that's from the Sri Lankan all-rounder in Thisara Pereira. Somebody who can bowl some mean fast bowling along with the big hits that he can provide to the Bulawayo Braves. Congratulations to both parties, to Thisara Pereira and Bulawayo Braves, on being drafted ahead of the first ever Zim Afro T10. Okay, moving on to the next pick on the round, and that's with the Cape Town Sump Army. And your time of 2 minutes, Cape Town, starts now. We've got a selection, and the selections come from the Cape Town Sump Army, and it's from the man who's known for his celebrations after taking every wicket, the man from the Caribbean. It's Sheldon Cottrell. Expect plenty of salutes every time he picks up a wicket for the Cape Town Sump Army. Congratulations to Sheldon, and congratulations to the Cape Town Sump Army. Now swiftly moving on to round number 3, which is also the Category B round number 2, or the second round of Category B players. Before that, let's just a quick recap of what's happened so far. As you can see behind me, the Bulawayo Braves have the services of Sikandar Raza, Taskeen Ahmed, Ashton Turner, Thisara Pereira, who they just drafted in this round, and Ben McDermott. The Cape Town Sump Army have Remanullah Gurbaz, Sean Williams, Bhanuka Rajapaksha, Sheldon Cottrell, and Kareem Jannat. The Durban Qalandars have Asif Ali, Mohammad Amir, George Linda, Tim Seifert, who they've added on, along with Sisanda Magala and Hazratullah Zazai. Mahesh Tikshana is also part of the Cape Town Sump Army. Ahead of that, Harare Hurricanes, Owen Morgan, Mohammad Nabi, Evan Lewis, Shahnawaz Dahani, and Robin Uthappa. And towards the end, as you can see, we got the Joburg Buffaloes, Mushfiqur Rahim, Odin Smith, Tom Banton, Will Smead from England, Noor Ahmed, the 18-year-old wrist spinner, and Yusuf Pathan. Congratulations to everybody involved so far. Right, moving on to round 3, the second round for the Category B players in the Zim Afro T10 draft. The first pick is with the Harare Hurricanes. Your time of 2 minutes, Harare Hurricanes, starts now. Taking their time. This is round number 3. It's on the screen now, sir. Is that the pick you made? Okay, congratulations to Dwan Jansen and the Harare Hurricanes. They picked each other, as you would like to call it. Dwan Jansen, of course, a left-arm quick who has an uncanny resemblance. The way he looks in terms of the way he looks with his brother, and of course the way he bowls as well. He's a left-arm quick, just like his brother, Marco Jansen. Can be an absolute handful. So congratulations to Mr. Jansen and the Harare Hurricanes. Moving on to the second team in this round, number 3, and that's the Joburg Buffaloes. My eyes on you, Herschel Gibbs. Your 2 minutes start now. I think Herschel's enjoying this process. It's like going back to school for him. Just going through the lists of players and making his selections. It's like a kid in a candy store at the moment, Herschel. As you can see, he's also made his pick. Well, congratulations to Ravi Bopara, the wristy stroke player who can certainly play at the top of the order or in the middle order. He'll now be plying his trade with Herschel Gibbs' side. That's the Joburg Buffaloes. Moving on to the third pick in this round, number 3, and that's with the Bulawayo Braves. Your 2 minutes start now. Eyes on Dougie Brown as he looks to make a selection. Okay, the Bulawayo Braves have drafted Bo Webster, right-handed batter, right-arm medium, right-arm off-break bowler. He's an all-rounder, somebody who was born in Hobart, Tasmania, 29 years of age. Bulawayo Braves have drafted Bo Webster. Congratulations to both parties. Now we'll move on from the Bulawayo Braves to the Cape Town Sampami in this round number 3 to pick a Category B player. Your 2 minutes start now. Taking their time are the Cape Town Sump Army. Congratulations to the Cape Town Sump Army and to Chamika Karunaratne. The Sri Lankan all-rounder will now be plying his trade for the Cape Town Sump Army in the inaugural Zim Afro T10. We continue our round number 3 from Cape Town Sump Army. We go to the final pick in this third round, which is with the Durban Qalandars. And your 2 minutes start now. Durban Qalandars, your 2 minutes start now. I think I see a selection, and that's in the form of Hilton Cartwright. Hilton Cartwright, the Australian cricketer, will now be plying his trade with the Durban Qalandars. Congratulations to Hilton. Congratulations to the all-rounder, and of course to Durban Qalandars on drafting him in this third round, which was also the second round of Category B players. Okay, here's a quick summary of what's happened so far. As you can see, with the Bulawayo Braves, they've got Sikandar Raza, they've got Taskin Ahmed, they've got Ashton Turner, they've got Bo Webster, they've got Thisara Pereira, they've got Ben McDermott, and they've got Timal Mills, who they signed before the draft. In terms of the Cape Town Sump Army personnel, they've got Remanullah Gurbaz, they've got Sean Williams, Bhanuka Rajapaksha, Sheldon Cottrell, the left-arm quick, Chamika Karunaratne, Kareem Janat, and Mahesh Theekshana. Up next, the Durban Qalandars have got Asif Ali, they've got Mohammad Amir, they've got George Linda, they've got Tim Seifert, Hilton Cartwright, who they just signed, Sisanda Magala, the swing machine, and Hazratullah Zazai, the power-packed opener from Afghanistan. The next team, which is the Harare Hurricanes, have got Owen Morgan, Mohammad Nabi, Evan Lewis, Donovan Ferreira, the South African, Dwan Jansen, another South African left-arm quick, Shahnawaz Dahani from Pakistan, and Robin Uthappa, the retired Indian cricketer. And last but not the least, we've got the Joburg Buffaloes, who've got the services of Mushfiqur Rahim, Odin Smith, Tom Banton, Will Smeed, who they've just added to the ranks, Ravi Bopara, likewise as Will Smeed, and Noor Ahmed and Yusuf Pathan. Now, before I move on to round 4, Can I just quickly involve Tanvi into the conversation, who's got a very special guest with her?
Thanks, Anant. And of course, one man only who needs absolutely no introduction, and that is Mr. Shaji Mulk, the founder and chairman of T10 Sports Management and T10 Global Sports. Mr. Shaji Mulk, if I can please have you with me.
Thank you. Hello, Tanvi.
How are you?
I'm very fine, yes.
Zim Afro T10. Now, you have truly gone global. All the amazing things that you mentioned about T10, when we started way back, it's all happening, it's all coming through. And only one man could make this happen, and that's you, Shaji.
No, not at all, Tanvi. Because I think we've got a great team. We are very lucky to have the support of the global community. And I think it's particularly pleasing to see that how the Zimbabwe Cricket Board and even the government level have actually supported us to make this T10 happen. Of course, we're excited from the fact that it's the start of a journey, of a global journey. It is the first leg after Abu Dhabi. So we're very happy on that.
Absolutely. And, you know, talking about the inaugural Zim Afro T10, we're going to have legends, we're going to have modern-day champions, and a lot of emerging new talent. Talk to me a little bit about the talent hunt. There's a lot that's going to be happening.
Yeah, on the talent hunt, I think there's something which we've been planning for a long time, because the whole idea is, you know, in every country, there are thousands of young cricketers who actually don't get a chance to play at the highest level. So what we are doing now is, with the support of the Lahore Qalandars and their high performance program that we have for the player development. So we have entrusted them with the responsibility that a nationwide youth talent and player development program needs to be undertaken. So 3 centers in the country have been now announced in Zimbabwe. And we are actually expecting thousands and thousands of the youth to come in. You know, the speciality of this, Tanvi, is literally the next, let's say, 4 weeks, a cricketer who is literally unknown in the country will be picked. And we, in this tournament, we have mandated that 5 players are actually picked from the talent hunt and drafted right into the squad, which literally means a youth, a youngster, becomes an international cricketer in a few weeks from now.
Which is brilliant. Now, this is a 10-day spectacle in July. It's time for the wild in Zimbabwe. We've obviously seen the storms in the deserts of Abu Dhabi for the T10. What's going to be different, and what should everyone be looking forward to? Very different,
I must say. Because again, from being T10 was always entertaining in terms of the fast pace of the cricket. You know, it is fast, exciting because of the 90 minutes. But then we also had an entertainment content. So what we have done now in Zimbabwe, we've gone all out on that. So you can see every day the entertainment part, the fashion shows, the music concert, performances, the local artists. So it's a family entertainment day on a daily basis. So it's a festival of cricket, we call it.
That's brilliant, a festival of cricket. And of course, now Zimbabwe is getting its first taste of cricket's fastest format. There's lots of others catching on to this format of T10, seeing how exciting it is, how fast it is, how quick it is, and people's attention span really getting onto it.
Yes, I think we are very pleased that the full member board like Zimbabwe have chosen T10 to be the first franchise league for them. They, you know, everybody else is doing T20s. True. But then we are very pleased because the format of 90 minutes is really catching up. So not only Zimbabwe, then I think Sri Lanka cricket has also done it. West Indies did a 60 balls. And then many full member boards are actually looking at adopting the format. So I think our aspirations of T10 becoming a truly global phenomena is really on the way.
And before we move on and get with the draft again, last things that you want to say? Obviously, the future of T10, that's so bright, but what else should we look forward to?
I think aspirations are always there. Any journey is a start for us. T10 being in Olympics, T10 being played bilateral by all the full member boards, and truly becoming a part of the international calendar of every cricketing country is what we'd love to see.
Well, thank you, Mr. Shaji Mulk. And of course, if there's one man that can make it happen, we know it's you. Thank you for talking to us. And let's get back to the draft now.
Thank you.
Over to you, Anand.
Thank you, Tanvi. Fantastic to get the insights of Mr. Shaji Mulk. Obviously, something revolutionary is happening with T10 at large, and with it going global, there's going to be a global footprint now. The Zim Afro T10 League will be one of the chapters added to this ever-diversifying family. Now, moving on to round number 4 in this official players draft ahead of the inaugural season of Zim Afro T10. This is a quick reminder that there will also be Category C round 1. The first pick of round 4 will be with the Joburg Buffaloes, whose time starts now. Harshal, have you made your selection? Are you just waiting for the software to update, or? I can see a selection.
We'll have to wait and see. We still got, there we go.
Right, you've got Usman Shinwari, the bowler. Is that right? Can you just confirm that once for me?
That is correct, yeah.
Okay. Usman Shinwari, congratulations. The bowler will now be plying his straight for the Joburg Buffaloes. That's Herschel Gibbs' team. So congratulations to Usman and to Joburg Buffaloes. Moving on to the Cape Town Sump Army next. The Joburg Buffaloes have made their intentions very clear. But what about the Cape Town Sump Army? Your 2 minutes start now. Your 2 minutes start now. I'm seeing a thumbs up from the Cape Town Sump Army, which means Peter Hatzoglu, the bowler, is heading to the Cape Town Sump Army. Would that be right? That's perfectly right. Peter Hatzoglu will be plying his straight with the Cape Town Sump Army side. Congratulations to Peter and to Cape Town Sump Army. Moving on to the Harare Hurricanes next. Harare Hurricanes, your 2 minutes started. Let's see your pick. Seeing a quick thumbs up now from all the teams. They're just putting the foot to the accelerator a little bit. Can I just see the pick that has been made by the Harare Hurricanes? Got smiles on the faces, which means they've made their pick. So they're relieved, they're relaxed. Let it just reflect. Just a quick reminder to everybody, this is round 4, which is also the Category C round 1, Category C of players, ahead of the Zim Afro T10 first ever season. Waiting for Harare Hurricanes' first pick in this round. Samit Patel, the Englishman, the all-rounder, will now be plying his straight with the Harare Hurricanes. Congratulations to Samit and congratulations to Harare. Moving swiftly on from Samit Patel and the Harare Hurricanes to the Durban Qalandars. Your 2 minutes start now.
Yeah, while the team is selecting the player, I just want to give you a quick interesting fact about our next pick. As Shaji was mentioning about the player development program,
yes,
which Lahore Qalandar is also being part of in Zimbabwe, and we are really excited about that. The next guy which we have picked is the guy who came from the player development program, and I can tell you this is something which is going to happen in Zimbabwe as well. So this guy has never played cricket before coming to the talent hunt in Lahore a year back. He played last PSL season for us, and he won us the man of the match for the semi-finals. And from playing, having no experience to cricket and winning us the game at a highest stage is Tahir Beg, who's the next guy. And I'm hoping that Zimbabwe will have many Sikandar Raza and Shane Williams after this talent hunt program.
How fascinating is that? Congratulations to Mirza Tahir Beg, the batter who never played cricket before. He moved to the Lahore Qalandars, and look what he's doing now. Now he's going to be a part of the Zim Afro T10 League, and that's what this tournament is about. They have a larger mission in mind. They aim to uplift and identify cricket talent from across the world, and of course the magnificent country of Zimbabwe. So congratulations to Mirza Tahir Beg and to the Durban Qalandars on drafting him. Moving on to the final pick in this round number 4. And that's with the Bulawayo Braves. Your 2 minutes start now. Seven seconds is all it took. The Bulawayo Braves to make their pick. I presume they're happy with it, Dougie. Give us a smile. Okay. Just waiting for it to pop up on screen. It's round 4, the C category players, the first round. Do you want to just tell us verbally as well, Dougie, so that we know? We'll have it, we'll have it on the screen.
It's Patrick Dooley. Paddy Dooley played in Abu Dhabi T10 last year. We picked him. He went into Big Bash and he was in the team of the tournament. Left-arm spinner, very unorthodox. And we think he's got a huge career ahead of him. So hence he's our first pick in round C.
Well, congratulations then to Patrick Dooley. We got a nice little story about him from Dougie Brown as well. Going to the double Bs, that's the Bulawayo Braves then. Patrick Dooley, congratulations to the bowler. And congratulations to the Braves on drafting him. Moving on to round number 5. Now, this is the second round of C category players. Just a reminder to everybody before we get cracking. The first pick is with the Bulawayo Braves again, so I'm going to be looking at Dougie Brown once again to get things started. Before I get to that, actually, let me just quickly revise what's happened so far. Sikandar Azad, Taskin Ahmed, Ashton Turner, Boo Webster, Tissara Pereira, Ben McDermott, and Timal Mills with the Braves. Cape Town Sampami boasts the likes of Remanullah Gurbaz, Sean Williams, Bhanuka Rajapaksha, Sheldon Cottrell, Chamika Karunaratne, Kareem Jannat, Peter Hadzoglu, and Mahesh Thikshana. Then we have the Durban Qalandars. I'm still getting used to calling them Durban Qalandars and not Lahore Qalandars. Asif Ali, Mohammad Amir, George Linda, Tim Seifert, Hilton Cartwright, Sisanda Magala, Mirza Tahir Beg, and Hazratullah Zazai. Then on to the next team. That's the Hurricanes. Owen Morgan, Mohammad Nabi, Evan Lewis, Donovan Ferreira, Dwan Jansen, Shahnawaz Dahani, and Robin Uthappa. And the final team is the Joburg Buffaloes. I've got the services of Mushfiqur Rahim, Odin Smith, Tom Banton, Will Smead, Ravi Bopara, Noor Ahmed, Usman Shinwari, and Yusuf Pathan, the Indian. Okay, now moving on to round number 5, which is the second round of Category C players. Okay, before we move on to the next round, let's quickly head across to Tanvi once again, who's got another special guest with her.
Thank you, Anant. And next up, we have Mr. Rajiv Khanna, the COO of the T10 Global Sports. Rajiv, if I could please have you join me.
Hi, Tanvi.
How are you?
Good.
It is looking so exciting. Just looking at all the players drafted so far, it's going to be one hell of an inaugural Zim Afro T10.
It's really fascinating, Tanvi, to see such big players coming and being picked in the draft, and we have some great owners within the league. So I think it's good days coming ahead for Zimbabwe cricket and T10 overall. Ben T10 coming into Zimbabwe, it's going to be huge.
And also just a little bit on the global expansion, because you guys are going to another continent. It's only getting further. What's the plan, really?
So as part of the global expansion plan of T10 Global, we would going to be doing about 5-6 different leagues across the globe. Abu Dhabi, as you are aware, that we have done. We're now doing Zimbabwe. We have Indian Masters, which is going to be coming up soon. We have the US Masters. Would be there. Sri Lanka T10 is there, and especially Sri Lanka would be one thing which we're in. We'll also have the women's T10, the first ever women's T10 in Sri Lanka. So that should be fascinating and something to look forward to. And then we are talking to people around Europe and all of that. So yes, there are huge plans. We have, as I said, there are about 5-6 leagues already been confirmed, and hopefully we'll have some more leagues, and hopefully many more countries going to be playing, and we can see T10 as a global format of international cricket.
Absolutely. I mean, we're already there. But, women's T10, I didn't see that one coming. Congratulations.
Thank you very much.
But now talk to me a little bit. It definitely sounds like the Zim Afro T10 has a larger purpose with giving this talent hunt and an opportunity to a lot of players who are going to be literally on the bench with some of the top international stars you'd have never expected.
Absolutely. As just Mr.
Yes.
The Lahore Qalandar owner and now he just mentioned how a guy who was never been playing cricket started playing, and he became the man of the match in the crucial game semi-final for the PSL. We would want to see, and we are sure that doing the talent hunt in Zimbabwe, we may find some of that talents as well, and that's the reason we are taking services of them only and professional people from their side, so that we can replicate the same what they did in Pakistan.
And what are you looking forward to the most from the Zim Afro T10?
Absolutely, absolutely. Fun times ahead. Our focus gonna be fan experience. So you'll see a lot of things which we're gonna be doing, which people in cricket have not seen as yet. Providing experience from the time a person enters into the country at the airport to the hotel, so there will be a lot of fan experience which we're gonna be offering to people who are coming to see the game, and we look forward to have full stadiums in Zimbabwe.
I think it's going to be great, and I'm positive there's going to be stadiums full of all the supporters cheering everyone on. It's going to be an incredible season ahead.
Look forward.
Thank you, Rajiv. Thank you for talking to us.
Thank you.
Tanvi, thank you so much for that, and great to get the thoughts of Mr. Rajiv Khanna as well. And I mean, the women's stuff gets me really excited, of course, because the T10 league is not just expanding in terms of its global footprint, but also in terms of the diversity in gender. So that's absolutely fabulous. If that's the way going forward, we can't wait for it to get started as well. Up next in this round number 5, I was just wondering, what was the thinking behind some of the players that you picked, sir? If Dougie can hear me okay, Sikandar Raza, Ashton Turner, Timal Mills, Ben McDermott. What were you thinking when you were thinking of these names to put in your kitty even before we got underway with the draft?
Batting heavy in the first part, and we were obviously looking for bowlers. We think that we think that pace and skill and spin might come into the tournament as the tournament progresses. So I think as we sit here at the moment, I'm actually really happy where we're at with the selections that we've got. But there's a lot that can happen in the next sort of 4 or 5 selections.
Excellent. I'm just wondering, you're the only side that picked up a player from Zimbabwe in the pre-draft stage. Sikandar Raza was a no-brainer for you, was he?
Oh man, come on! Like Sikandar, I think he is. Everyone knows what Sikandar's like. He's like a cork in a champagne bottle. He's 37 years of age, but he's like Stuart Little. He's getting younger and younger. He's producing more and more. So as he gets more advanced in his years, so he is a perfect pick for us to lead the team, to provide that energy and that inspiration and that drive and all the stuff that's important away from his cricket. So for us, it was a complete no-brainer.
Dougie, thank you so much for your thoughts. And save your thoughts because you're going up next in round number 5, which is also the second round of Category C players. So Bulawayo Braves, looking at Dougie Brown, your 2 minutes start now.
Hey guys, it's not allowing me to select my selection, unfortunately.
It's the second round of Category C players, Dougie. Is that right?
That'll be me. Sorry.
Category C, round 2.
Yep. Yep. It's
all good.
I'll get there.
No problem. You got enough time.
Thanks.
Okay, so the Bulawayo Braves have gone with Kobe Herft, the batter, the right-hand batter, who will be plying his trade with the Braves now. So congratulations to Kobe and to Bulawayo Braves. Great name, by the way. Moving on to the next team, that's the Durban Qalandars. In this official players draft, ahead of the inaugural Zim Afro T10. We're moving on to the Durban Qalandars. Your 2 minutes start now, sir.
Okay, let me tell you another interesting story about this pick.
Excellent. Yeah, I love stories.
This is somebody we honestly believe that he's going to be the next sensation in cricketing world, like the one Haris Rauf we produced a few years back, where he never played with the cricket ball, and now look where he is. He came from the player development program along with Shaheen Shah, Haris Rauf, Fakhar Zaman, Usman Qadir. There's a long list of people. So this guy is again last year with Yorkshire. Darren Goff was with Lahore, and he trialed many players over there as well. And this guy came without the spikes, and he can bowl with the slingy action at a 140k plus pace. And I'm sure it's going to be a big surprise for many players in T10. And with the exception of obviously Sikandar Raza, who was a Qalandar in PSL, he knows him. So his name is Tayyib Abbas, and he is our next pick.
Excellent. Keep these stories coming up. I'm absolutely loving this from Durban Qalandars. They don't just make a selection, they also tell me their reasoning behind it. Tayyib Abbas, if I'm right, is a left-arm, medium-fast bowler with a slingy action. Is that right?
Arm.
Oh, he's a right arm. He's right arm. Okay.
He's a right arm slingy action, and he's going to make sensation in Zimbabwe. I'm telling you right now.
Okay, that's an early prediction. A sensation in Zimbabwe waiting to be unleashed by the Durban Qalandars then. That's Tayyib Abbas for you, drafted by the side from Durban. Congratulations to them, and I love the story about him as well. Okay, moving on to the next team. That's the Cape Town Sampami. Your 2 minutes start now. Matthew Breedsker is the batter that Cape Town Sump Army have gone with. Congratulations to Matthew, and congratulations to the Cape Town Sump Army on drafting Matthew. Well done. Okay, quickly moving on to the Joburg Buffaloes now, who are next in this official players draft ahead of the inaugural Zim Afro T10. Can I just quickly have them up on screen? The Joburg Buffaloes. Here we go. Joburg Buffaloes, your time starts now.
If you have 135 plus, Dominic Drake's speed, if you see it's 135 plus.
Is there Dominic Drake's there? We're running out of time.
No, we still got a minute left though. A minute and 10 seconds.
Arshal, is it the software or are you just taking your time for dramatic effect? Oh, he likes cutting it close. That would just mean you'll have to go again after Harare Hurricanes if you lose out. No, he's gone with the paceman. Junior Dala, just in the nick of time. Junior Dala is done. And Junior Dala has been drafted by the Joburg Buffaloes. Congratulations to Junior Dala and to the Buffaloes then on finally getting drafted after lots of drama, which went right down to the wire.
Yeah.
Okay, moving on to the next team in this round 5, which is also the second round of Category C players. And we're looking at the Harare Hurricanes, whose 2 minutes start now. I'm seeing a thumbs up from the side that's going to be soon called the Double H, Harare Hurricanes. Hopefully they've made their right pick in the second round of Category C players, also called round 5 of this official players draft. Just waiting for the player to be popped up on screen. Do you want to verbally tell us as well while we wait for the player to pop up on the screen?
Kevin Ketikoda from Sri Lanka.
Sri Lanka.
Yeah.
The wrist spinner.
Yeah.
Kevin Ketikoda.
I've got him on the big screen now. If you can see it, I couldn't pop up the image, but Kevin Kotigoda. Kotigoda, is that right?
Yeah.
Yeah, Kotigoda.
Yeah.
Yes. Perfect, sir. Thank you so much.
Kevin.
Perfect. Okay. So we've had 5 rounds of picks so far in this official players draft ahead of the inaugural Zim Afro T10. Here's a quick reminder of what's unfolded in the previous round. As you can see in the Category C round 2, also called round 5 of this official players draft, Kobe Hurft was drafted, so was Matthew Britzka, so was Tayyab Abbas with an interesting story coming from the Durban Qalandars. Kevin Kotigoda from Sri Lanka is going to be playing it straight with the Hurricanes. And last but not the least, the Joburg Buffaloes have signed the services of Junior Dala. So that's the summary so far. We've had 5 rounds. Now, before I move on to the local category of players, it's time once again to head over to Tanvi, who's got a few special guests with her back-to-back. Tanvi, who have you got?
Well, thank you, Anant. I'm hoping the first one to join me is going to be Dougie Brown, the head coach of the Bulawayo Braves. Dougie, can I please have you join me virtually at this point?
How are we doing?
Good. How are you?
Yeah, I'm actually quite happy at the moment. You know, we've picked really well. I think we've got a really balanced squad, sort of on paper at the moment, and we're sitting here with first pick in the local category A. So I'm actually really excited about this next pick, just to add a bit of value to what we've already selected.
And how important do you think is it with the local boys that you are going to pick? Obviously, they're going to have the experience. Some of them not so much, but also just sort of being familiar to all the conditions there.
Look, you know, this is about cricket, but it's also about developing cricket in Zimbabwe as well. You know, all teams have selected some like outstanding international players, but the next bit is actually probably more important than the first bit, because this is about it's about reinforcing what's already being done in the country, about developing what is about to be done, and about unearthing young players that nobody even knows about and actually putting them on a map. And for me, that is, having come through a journey a little bit like that myself as a player, you know, I think for me that's actually really important, and it's certainly something that we as the Braves definitely stand for. It's about developing talent. A bit like Lahore, they've done it really well, and they've got a proven track record of doing that. You know, we want to do exactly the same thing, and we see Zimbabwe as a perfect starting point to be able to do that.
And how important do you think also is it in T10? What's important? What makes a really good T10 player? Because it is cricket's fastest format.
Well, I think if you're a bowler, you've got to be pretty calm. And if you're a batter, you've got to be pretty dynamic. And it's as simple as that. You know, T10 is about hitting boundaries, about denying boundaries as a bowler. And you have to be calm. The minute you put yourself under pressure is the minute you probably fail. So, you know, I think what we've tried to do is try to pick people that remain pretty calm under pressure, because this game is about pressure and handling it as best as you can, as well as the skills and thrills that everybody possesses. It's about just dealing with that as well. And for me, we're really happy with what we've done, because that's exactly what we've picked so far. People who can actually not only have the skills, but have the ability to deal with the pressure that the game presents itself.
And what's the one thing that you're looking forward to the most from the Zim Afro T10?
I think the diversity. I think Zimbabwe is an amazing country, and all of us who've been there will probably agree with that. You know, Dirk spoke really well at the start of the draft about how fantastic Zimbabwe is, and about how he wants people not to leave. You know, Zimbabwe is another amazing African country, and I think that if we can put on a show that showcases the best of Zimbabwe, then hopefully the world actually sit up and take notice and actually want to be part of this moving forward.
Well, thank you, Dougie. Good luck to the team and good luck for the rest of the draft.
Thanks very much.
Next up, I would like Mr. Samin Rana, the owner of the Durban Qalandars, if you could please join me.
Hi.
How are you, Samin? Now, of course, I think you have all the amazing stories that you've told us, and it's been so exciting to listen to each one of it. Now, tell me this, when you obviously had Mirza Tahir Beg in the last one, he said, the man of the match for you guys. What did he say to you after that moment, and what was your conversation with him? It was like a star is born.
Yeah, you see, I was the manager of the team as well in PSL, so I had a first-hand experience of dealing with these players. So Mirza Tahir Beg was somebody who has never dreamed about, forget about playing PSL. He has never dreamed about playing a club-level game, because he always thought that he will never get an opportunity. Because there are many, many players who have, who have the abilities, but they think otherwise. So the idea of developing players, especially in Afro Zim T10 league, is something which is really exciting, and I'm really glad that and honored to get an opportunity, thanks to Shaji and the Zimbabwe cricket for allowing us to share our experience. And it's not only, you see, if you look into our team selection, it's a little bit dominated by the South African angle, where you have George Linde and Magala, being pre-signed. And there is a thought behind it, because we are a Durban team, and Durban being a South African city, we are hoping that the whole of Africa will join this T10, and we will have not only a flavor of one country, we will have a flavor of the whole continent. And we will love to have this player development going across the countries, where we can find, a lot of talent like Haris Rauf, Shaheen Shah Afridi, Mirza Tahir Beg, Tayyib Abbas. I think this is the most satisfying thing for us in this business.
And would you say that also the fact that the larger purpose of the Zim Afro T10 really works with your ideologies as well? Is that a partnership that was meant to be for you guys?
Absolutely. I was so glad to hear when Shaji explained his vision about this T10 league in Zimbabwe. This was like a music to our ears, because this is something we've been doing for the last 7 years. And we have a team who are very expert in this developing player, led by our very own Akib Javed, who's the 1992 World Cup winning team member. He's one of the legends from Pakistan. So I think more and more leagues need to work on players. And I think one of the very local favorite, Sikandar, he has a first-hand knowledge and information about the player development program and those players which we have selected. So he's going to be, the key for us to to make sure that he doesn't tear all the secrets.
Well, I'm sure even though he's not on your team, he supports the vision of growing this community and, of course, bring out a lot of people and giving an opportunity a lot of people that don't have this. And obviously, so far, happy with your picks and excited for the ones coming forward now?
Yeah, definitely. Now we got the crucial picks coming up for the local talent, and our team actually, Mansoor, Akib Bhai, Nabil, there are like 4 or 5 guys who've been in Pakistan working for the last few days, trying to figure out all the intel from local, coaches, even the Pakistan A team, which has toured recently Zimbabwe A. So they have done a lot of work behind the scene, and I'm pretty confident that we will be able to pick very good local players as well, like we pick the international stars. So overall, we are very satisfied and happy with the selection so far.
Well, happy to hear that. Good luck for the rest of it and congratulations.
Thank you.
Well, that was it from my end, and over to you, Anant.
Thank you, Tan. We can't wait to begin with the local category already, because it's been a riveting draft so far, and with the local category round 1 coming up, I can assure you that there will be some fireworks. There will be some names that you'll hear about for a long, long time, starting with this. The first pick of round number 6, which is also the local category A round 1, is with the Bulawayo Braves, and their time starts now. Just a reminder that this is round 6, but also the local category A round 1. So please make your selections accordingly. I think Dougie's made his selection and made up his mind. Yes, I'm getting the affirmative nod from him, which is good. Which is good news. Just waiting for the player to pop up on screen, Dougie. Just bear with us a second. Right then. This is interesting because Ryan Burl, another day, another evening, another afternoon could have gone somewhere else, but the all-rounder is now headed to the Bulawayo Braves in the local category A. Congratulations to Bulawayo and to Ryan Burl. Durban Qalandars up next. Your 2 minutes start now. Craig Irvine is the player I'm seeing on my screen. The batter, the local category A player, has now been drafted by the Qalandars. Congratulations. I wonder what Mr. Samin Rana would have to say about him later on. But just quickly moving on from the Durban Qalandars and Craig, congratulations to both parties. We've got the Cape Town Sump Army next in this local category A, round 1. Your 2 minutes, Cape Town, start now. A few discussions, a few notes being exchanged, as is always the case as we go deeper into the draft. Richard Ngarava is the player that's been drafted by the Cape Town Sump Army. Drafted, as you can see, stamped and sealed, and will be heading to the Cape Town Sump Army in the inaugural Zim Afro T10. Congratulations to Richard. Congratulations to Cape Town on signing this local player in Category A. Moving on swiftly to the Joburg Buffaloes. Your 2 minutes, Herschel Gibbs, start now. See, last time he left about 5 seconds on the clock. This time, within 5 seconds, he's made his selection. It's Blessing Muzarabani, who's been doing ever so well in the World Cup qualifiers as well for Zimbabwe. He's been drafted by the Joburg Buffaloes. Congratulations to Blessing, a beautiful name, by the way. And now he'll be blessing the Joburg Buffaloes as time goes along. Moving on to the 5th pick in this round number 6, and that is with the Harare Hurricanes. Your time starts now. There's a 3-man army for the Harare Hurricanes, putting their heads together in trying to pick their next player. Local Category A, round 1. Also called round number 6 of this official players draft. We're looking at local Zimbabwean players. Born, raised there, probably playing their cricket there because it's Category A that we're talking about. I think we've come to a consensus in that 3-man army for the Harare Hurricanes. They love giving me a thumbs up, which I love to see as well. Let's see the player that they've drafted. It'll pop up on the screen shortly. Remember, you've got another local category A round to go after this. So let's just quickly see what their selection is. The Harare Hurricanes have made their pick with more than a minute left on the clock. Chris Mpofu, is that right?
Chris Mpofu. Yeah,
Chris
right.
Mpofu, congratulations to Chris. Congratulations on the local player who will now be plying his trade, courtesy of being picked in this round 6 with the Harare Hurricanes. Congratulations to Chris and to the Hurricanes. Moving on to round number 7, which is also the local category A players that we're talking about. Now, this is the second round of local category A players. And let me begin with the Joburg Buffaloes. Herschel Gibbs, once again, your time starts now, sir. Okay, I can see Wellington Masakadza, who's been chosen as the local player. You've all heard of the heroics of Hamilton. Now watch out for Wellington Masakadza, the local player in this category A who will be plying his trade with the Joburg Buffaloes. Congratulations to both parties. I'll move on to the next team from Wellington and Joburg to Cape Town Sump Army. Your 2 minutes, Cape Town, start now. Local category A, round number 2. Cephas Jouvao. Cephas Jouvao, in just 15 seconds, has been chosen by the Cape Town Sump Army. Is that right? Well done, Cape Town Sump Army and Cephas Jouvao on being drafted ahead of the Zim Afro T10 League. Okay, moving on to the third team then in this round number 7, also the local category A, round number 2. This is the Harare Hurricanes now that we'll be looking at after Cephas has been signed by Cape Town Sump Army. Harare Hurricanes, your 2 minutes start now. Double H, Harare Hurricanes, looking to pick their second local player in this category A of the draft, the official draft, ahead of the first ever season of the Zim Afro T10, which unleashes on the 20th of July and goes all the way till the 29th of July, a 10-day extravaganza which promises to uplift Zimbabwean cricket and to take it to new heights, galvanize the sport in the beautiful country. I'm seeing thumbs up again from the Harare Hurricanes. They've taken their time with this one in this category A, round number 2. Let's see who the pick is for the Harare Hurricanes. There you go, the wicketkeeper, Regis Chakabwa, has been drafted by the Harare Hurricanes. Congratulations to Regis and to the Hurricanes on being drafted. Next up, somebody who always brings a story along with a pick, Durban Qalandars. 2 minutes, start now. Tendai Chatara has been selected, the fast bowler. Tendai Chatara will be plying his trade with the Durban Qalandars. Congratulations to both parties. We'll swiftly move on from Tendai Chatara and Durban Qalandars to the next team on the list in this round number 7, which is also for the category A players, round number 2. Bulawayo Braves, your time starts now. Perfect. Timson Maruma will be heading to the Bulawayo Braves in the Zim Afro T10. Congratulations to Timson. Congratulations to the Bulawayo Braves and Dougie Brown and company over there. And now, keeping me company today this evening has been a lovely lady called Tanvi Shah. Now, she's once again going to be speaking to not one, but two gentlemen. Let's see who she's got with us.
Thank you, Anant. You're very kind. And next up, can I have Mr. Ritesh Patel, the owner of the Cape Town Sump Army. Kem cho Ritesh bhai?
I'm doing well. Tanvi, how are you?
I'm good. Now, coming from the Morrisville Sump Army to Cape Town Sump Army, what really made you also be a part of the Zim Afro T10?
See, as I mentioned the day one when I was in Zim Afro launch, this T10 is going totally different level, and this is going to be a game changer. And now we already start seeing it the way Shaji is taking T10 global everywhere, and I'm lucky to have a major franchise in T10. Now it's a Zim Afro and the Cape Town Sump Army. That's the best one, and at the same time the team combination that's also. We are very well known for that, to having the best team combination from Morrisville Sump Army. That's what we are doing it. So very happy with the way everything is going right now.
And how you think your team is shaping up compared to the rest of the other teams so far?
It's always best. I just mentioned that we always work on the balancing team. So the best part, we have had a best pre-signed, and then now we are balancing a best way. All the areas we are covering very well. So I'm very happy with that, the way team is getting balanced.
And what's the one thing that you're looking forward to in the Zim Afro T10?
Basically, there are quite a few stuff, but looking forward, the main part is there are lots of talent in Zimbabwe. So we really wanted to see those Zimbabwean talent to explore in this tournament, so they can be taken themselves to a high level of the different franchise, different countries and everything. So we're really looking forward for those local talent. That's very important.
Well, thank you so much for talking to us, and good luck.
Thank you, Tanvi.
Thank you. Next up, if I can have Sir Sohan Roy, the owner of the Harare Hurricanes. How are you, sir? And how's it going today? All of you are smiling, so that sounds like it's very positive.
Yes, because cricket is like a religion for Aries. Most of our team leaders or division heads are campus cricket team captains. In fact, we select, if you go to a campus interview, we first ask for who is the cricket team captain. We don't look into their academic brilliance or something. We believe that a cricket team captain has all the qualities to become a future industrial leader. So cricket is like a religion in Aries Group.
And what would you say is the one thing that really caught your attention about the T10, and you said we have to be a part of it?
T10 is the future actually, because the world is moving in a different direction. Pace is the main criteria for future, and T10 got all the qualities. Especially, we are very closely linked to the film industry also, because our vision is to make sure T10 will be screened in all the movies, because it's an entertainment game basically. So it should be shown like a movie in all the theaters, and also all the OTT platform. People should watch it like a movie.
And like they say, it's going to be a 10-day spectacle. Of course, something for the fans, something for new talent, something for the superstar that we have. How incredible is it for the youngsters to get a platform like this?
Yeah, see, this African League is totally different, because Africa is the future in cricket, and this is going to open many new countries also getting into these cricket leagues. And I strongly believe Africa will rule the cricket in future, and T10 will be a real cause for that one.
And now finally, looking at all the teams shaping up so far, who would you say is one of your toughest competitors at this point?
And no, we don't believe we have competitors because that's the way. Because you can see our team. I am not alone here. Our best players of various group are here, and we don't think about a lose. We will be the winner.
That's a great
and we have the
attitude.
best coaching and we have the best team combination. And JP and now we have all the supporting staff. Such a super combination. So we hope for the best.
All right, that's all we have from the Harare Hurricanes. Thank you so much for joining us and good luck.
Thank you.
All right, Anand, let's get back to business now.
Tanvi, once again, thank you so much for that lovely, informative discussion with the two team owners, as you saw there with Tanvi. Moving on to round number 8 now. We're almost ready in the Zim Afro T10 official players draft for the local category B players. The first pick of this round will be with the Harare Hurricanes, whose 2 minutes start now. Let's see what they've got up their sleeve in terms of the local category B players. They've got Luke Jongwei being drafted and heading to the Harare Hurricanes. Congratulations to the bowler Luke Jongwei and to the Harare Hurricanes on drafting him. Next up, we've got the Joburg Buffaloes. Your 2 minutes start now. Madhavere Wesley is the player signed by the Joburg Buffaloes. Herschel Gibbs and company have entrusted their faith in Madhavere Wesley, who's been drafted by the Joburg Buffaloes. Congratulations to both parties. We'll move on from Madhavere to the third pick in this round, number 8, which is with the Bulawayo Braves. Your 2 minutes start now. There you go. Bulawayo Braves have made their pick in Joylord Gumby. Just took them a couple of seconds to make up their mind about the batter Joylord Gumby, who's been drafted by the Bulawayo Braves. Congratulations to both parties. We'll move on swiftly to the Cape Town Sump Army, who are up next in this official players draft. From the Braves to the Sump Army, your 2 minutes start now. Few telephonic conversations just to ensure they get the right pick in this category B, round 1, also round 8 of this official players draft. Got plenty of time, sir, don't worry. Clock's ticking, but you've still got over 70 seconds to make your selection. This is round 8. Local category B players are being selected here in their first round. So local Zimbabwean players who you must have in your squad of 16. Round 7, 8, 9, 10 are dedicated to these local players. Some have already been signed as a part of category A and B players. Now we're getting down to the nitty-gritty in this round 8. So Wellington Masakadza, we heard of earlier on in the official players draft. Now we're looking at Hamilton Masakadza, who's heading to the Cape Town Sump Army. Congratulations to Hamilton Masakadza, the batter extraordinaire, going now to the Cape Town Sump Army. Now moving on from Cape Town to Durban Qalandars, your 2 minutes start now. Brad Evans is the player that's been selected by the Durban Qalandars. Brad Evans, the all-rounder, will now ply his trade with the Qalandars in the Zim Afro T10. Congratulations to the all-rounder Brad Evans and to Durban. And with that, we conclude round number 8 of this official players draft ahead of the first ever season of the Zim Afro T10. Now we move on to round number 9, which is also called the local category B round 2. We've seen the local category B round 1 being debated, being discussed by a lot of parties. Now we move on to Durban Qalandars. Last but not the least in the previous round. Now they go first. 2 minutes start now. It's always difficult to have back-to-back picks. But then some would say it's easier because you know your 2 players you definitely want in this category B. We're still looking at category B. This is the second round of category B players. This is round number 9 of the official players draft. Clive Madande is the player that's been selected by Durban Qalandars. Can I see a double thumbs up from you, sir? Definitely the pick you wanted, Clive Madande. There you go, drafted by the Durban Qalandars. Congratulations to the wicketkeeper batter in Clive Madande and Durban Qalandars on drafting him. The second pick is with the Harare Hurricanes. So we'll move on from Clive Madande and the Durban Qalandars to the Harare Hurricanes. Let's see what they've got up their sleeve. Your 2 minutes, Harare, start now. Okay, I've got a selection from the Harare Hurricanes, and it comes in the form of Brandon Mavuta, the bowler, who's been drafted by the Hurricanes. Congratulations to Brandon, who will now be plying his trade with the Hurricanes. Congratulations to both parties. Moving on to the Joburg Buffaloes and Herschel Gibbs. From the Harare Hurricanes, we move on to the Joburg Buffaloes. And Joburg, your 2 minutes, start now. Herschel Gibbs is back in his seat. He's got plenty of time. Local Category B, the second round of local Category B players. We're looking at Joburg Buffaloes looking to make their selection in this round 9 of the official players draft. Clock sticking. If any team fails to make a selection in their allotted 2 minutes, then they go to the last pick in the same round. So you've got Bulawayo Braves and Cape Town Sump Army to follow, but I think they have a selection. Well, congratulations to Victor Nyauchi, who's been drafted by the Joburg Buffaloes in this round number 9, which is also the local Category B round 2. The bowler, Victor, will now be plying his trade with the Joburg Buffaloes. Moving on in our round number 9 to the Bulawayo Braves, who are up next. Your 2 minutes start now. Start now, and you didn't even need too much time because you picked Innocent Kaya, drafted by the Bulawayo Braves. Congratulations to Innocent Kaya, the batter, who will now be plying his trade with Bulawayo Braves. Congratulations to both parties. We'll move on swiftly from the Bulawayo Braves to the Cape Town Sump Army. Your 2 minutes start now in this round number 9. I think I see a selection. It's Tariwanashe Marumani, and he's going to be heading to Cape Town Sump Army. Congratulations to Tariwanashe Marumani, the wicketkeeper batter, who will now be plying his trade with the Cape Town Sump Army. That's right, drafted ahead of the inaugural season of the Zim Afro T10. And with that, we conclude round number 9, which is also the local category B round number 2. Once again, it's time for our favorite, Tanvi, to take over and tell us who she's got with us.
Thank you, Anant. I hear you. And now we have Herschel Gibbs, the head coach of the Joburg Buffaloes. Herschel, are you here?
No, I can hear you. Yes, loud and clear. How are you going?
Good. How are you? Now talk to me a little bit. Transition from such an explosive player to a coach. Are we going to see your team in a similar fashion being super explosive?
Well, I think that'd probably be the approach for most of the teams. Otherwise, they'd be lagging behind a little bit. But yeah, I mean, it's the shortest format. 60 balls is 60 balls. Hopefully you get 1 or 2 extras with maybe a wide and no ball. But yeah, I mean, it's very much explosive. At the end of the day, you leave it out on the field for the guys to dictate, conditions. You can only play as well, you play the conditions and, you make the most of it. But yeah, definitely explosive for sure.
And
with bat and ball.
That sounds about right. And what does the Zim Afro T10 mean for cricket in Africa and just opportunity overall?
Yeah, look, I mean, it's the African continent's very diverse. There's lots of different cultures, I think, and you see that in the African people. I think it's a huge occasion. I think not only for Zimbabwe, but also, as you said, for the African continent. But Zimbabwe, it's a wonderful place. I haven't been there for a while, so it'd be great to be back again and to see the locals again and see how it's growing. And they're on very much a high. Given the World Cup qualifiers, so I think it'll be well supported. And the energy seems to be back in Zimbabwe, which is fantastic. And this league couldn't be happening at a better time for them.
And we're excited to have you back after a while in Zimbabwe. What's the one thing that you're most excited and looking forward to with the Zim Afro T10?
Wow, that's a great question. Well, I'm just looking forward to seeing 1 or 2 of the other coaches. I think they're obviously a wonderful opportunity for a lot of the players. Some players haven't played there before. So I think just in general, I just think, there's so much energy and so much excitement, around Zimbabwe at the moment. And you could just see the scenes during the World Cup qualifiers now. So, yeah, it's just a wonderful opportunity, and it'll be great just to be there again, be part of cricket, and especially part of an inaugural, league, which is, it's always nice to be part of it first up and to get the feel of it all and just to share the buzz and excitement of the players as well.
And of course, I guess the most obvious question, you're happy with all your picks today so far and everything the way it's shaped up?
Couldn't be happier. I think it's, I've probably got about 85% of the people that I wanted. And yeah, I'm very happy. There's a lot of, variety as far as the skill set is concerned, which you need in any format of cricket, but more so in, T10.
Well, 85%, that's a solid. Well, thank you for talking to us and good luck to the Joburg Buffaloes.
It's been a pleasure. Thank you so much. Yeah, and thank you again.
Thank you. All right, Anant, I'm going to let you wrap things up now.
Okay, thanks, Tanvi, for that. Herschel Gibbs saying that he's almost got 85% of his team. That means 15% still to go for him, which takes us nicely to the double digits. That's round number 10, which is also the only round for the local category C players. The first team to go for their pick in this 10th round is the Cape Town Sump Army.
Okay, we're going with? Batting?
We got a thumbs up from the Cape Town Sump Army. That means they've got their selection for the Category C local player. Let's have a quick look and wait for him to pop up on our big screen here. Okay, we got a confirmation. Tinashe Kamun Hukamamwe. Tinashe Kamun Hukamwe is the player that's heading to the Cape Town Sump Army. My apologies if I've got the pronunciation wrong, but the batter from Zimbabwe in local Category C is going to be heading to Cape Town now for the Zim Afro T10 League. Next up are the Bulawayo Braves. Over to Dougie Brown and company. Their 2 minutes start now. They've made a quick selection. Have the Bulawayo Braves. They're going with Faraz Akram, the bowler. Took just a couple of seconds to make up their mind about this one. Drafted by the Bulawayo Braves is Faraz Akram. Congratulations to the Braves and to Mr. Faraz Akram. Moving on from the Bulawayo Braves to the Durban Qalandars, who are up next in this round number 10. Local Category C, your time starts now. Nick Welch is the player drafted by Durban Qalandars, the third pick in this round 10, Category C players. Congratulations to Nick Welch, the local player who will now be plying his trade with the Durban Qalandars. Congratulations. Let's move on from the Durban Qalandars to the Harare Hurricanes. Yep, that's the confirmation of the player Nick Welch being drafted. Move on from the Durban Qalandars to the Harare Hurricanes. Their time starts now. Harare, your time starts now. Okay, we've got a confirmation here. Tashingwa Musekiwa is going to be heading to the Harare Hurricanes. Congratulations to both parties. Next up are Herschel Gibbs' Joburg Buffaloes. Your 2 minutes start now. Got a quick selection there. Milton Shumba has been selected by the Joburg Buffaloes to ply his trade in the Zim Afro T10 League, drafted by the Buffaloes. Congratulations to Milton Shumba, the batter, who will now be heading to the Joburg Buffaloes in Zim Afro T10. And with that, we come to the end of the local category rounds. That was round number 10, which was for the local category C. We move on to round number 11, which is also a compulsory pick central pool round. So from the central pool of players, you will need to compulsorily pick a player here. And the first pick of this round number 11 will be with the Bulawayo Braves. Your time starts now. We've got a selection in Mujibur Rahman from the central pool, heading to Bulawayo Braves. Now the wily spinner in Mujibur Rahman will now be showing his trades with the Braves. Congratulations to Mujib. Congratulations to the Braves. We move on from the Bulawayo Braves to the next team in this compulsory pick round, round number 11, Durban Qalandars. Your 2 minutes start now. We've got a confirmation once again. This time, the Durban Qalandars have gone for the services of Andre Fletcher, who can open the batting. And bat at number 3, certainly a very handy wicketkeeper batter to have from the central pool. Now heading to Durban Qalandars is Andre Fletcher. Congratulations to both parties. We move on from the Durban Qalandars to the Cape Town Sump Army, who are up next in this round number 11, also the compulsory pick central pool round. Your 2 minutes, Cape Town, start now. We got a thumbs up. The timer is stopped. That means we have a confirmation. We'll wait for the player to pop up on the big screen. Just waiting for a moment, sir, for the player to pop up on the big screen. And guess what? The wicketkeeper batter from India, Parthiv Patel, has been drafted by the Cape Town Sump Army. Congratulations to Parthiv Patel, a very handy wicketkeeper batter who can also open the batting, will now be with the Sump Army. Right then, moving on to the Joburg Buffaloes. Your 2 minutes start now. Wow, guess what? We got a former skipper now who's going to be heading to the Joburg Buffaloes. Mohammad Hafiz from Pakistan, the handy all-rounder who can bowl some fabulous off-break and, of course, bat at the top of the order or the middle order. Mohammad Hafiz will now be going to the Joburg Buffaloes in the Zim Afro T10. Right then, that's as far as the Central Pool categories are concerned. One more team to go in the Harare Hurricanes. So from Joburg Buffaloes, we move on to the Harare Hurricanes to complete this compulsory pick in the Central Pool. Your 2 minutes, Harare, start now.
We don't have the option to select.
We don't have the option in the
wish list.
Wish list.
Okay, we'll just wait for the technical committee to get back to you. So just 1 sec. Just hold on.
There is no point in selection. No, there is only one person left.
It's a compulsory pick is what I know. So just 1 sec.
Yeah. There is only 5 players and 4 is already gone and 1 left out. That obviously that is ours, right? So there is no point. If it is, it goes like that. If that is the rule.
So that's a default pick, sir. That's just the luck of the draw, isn't it? I mean, you could have been first in this round, but it didn't quite work out that way.
Irfan Pathan.
Irfan Pathan?
Yeah.
Not a bad option, if you think about it. Can we just have him on the big screen, please? Right then, guess what? The final pick in the compulsory pick of the Central Pool of players is Irfan Pathan, the all-rounder, the left armer who can also wield the willow quite fancifully. Irfan Pathan will now be plying his trade with the Harare Hurricanes. Congratulations to Irfan and congratulations to the Hurricanes. And with that, we come to the end of round number 11. Now, that takes me nicely to round number 12. Now, this is the optional UAE talent round. However, we must acknowledge that the UAE has been a significant contributor to the T10 franchise cricket, and it's only fair if UAE talent is given the opportunity to showcase their skills alongside the rest of the international stars. So I request all teams to please make use of this optional UAE talent round. This is round number 12, and the first pick that I'm looking at in this round number 12 for the UAE talent pool is the Joburg Buffaloes. Your time starts now if you want to make a selection. The clock is stopped. The Joburg Buffaloes have a decision, and it comes in the form of Rahul Chopra, the batter, who will now be plying his trade from the UAE to the Joburg Buffaloes. Congratulations to both parties, and thank you, Joburg Buffaloes, for entrusting your faith in UAE cricket with that selection. Moving on from the Joburg Buffaloes and Rahul Chopra to our second team, which is the Cape Town Sump Army. If you want to make a selection for a UAE player, your 2 minutes start now. The clock is stopped. Do you have a decision, sir? The Cape Town Sump Army? Okay, congratulations to Mohammad Irfan, and thank you, Cape Town Sump Army, for trusting your faith in UAE talent once again. Now we move on to the third pick in this round, number 12. That is with the Harare Hurricanes. Your 2 minutes start now.
Okay, Alicia, we are going in. Done.
Getting a thumbs up. I think they're saying done. Have you drafted someone, or you're not looking to draft? Khalid Shah. Congratulations to the batter from UAE who will now be plying his trade with the Harare Hurricanes. Congratulations to Khalid, but also a big thank you to the Harare Hurricanes for entrusting their faith in UAE talent once again. And now, no pressure, Durban Qalandars. You're up next. 2 minutes on the clock for you to pick some UAE talent of your own.
Yeah, so for this round, we're going to skip it for the time being. We're going to decide it later for this pick. For the time being, we are skipping this round.
Okay, so the Durban Qalandars have opted to not pick in round number 12. That means they're not going for UAE talent just now. I'm going to have to move on to the next team, which is the Bulawayo Braves, because the Durban Qalandars have decided not to pick in this round number 12. So let's head across to the Bulawayo Braves, who are up next. Your 2 minutes, Bulawayo Braves, Dougie Brown and company. Time starts now.
Unfortunately, we're in the same position as the Qalandars. We are going to skip this round for now, and we may come back to a later date. But for now, we're fine. Thank you.
Thanks, I appreciate it, Dougie. Thank you, Durban Qalandars. Thank you, Bulawayo Braves. Hopefully, you'll get a chance to draft some of your own players. Here's just a quick reminder as well that starting from the 7th of July, the Player Development Program will take place in Bulawayo, in Kwekwe, and Harare. Under the guidance and expertise of the Lahore Qalandars, young cricketers will be given the opportunity to shine and showcase their skills. The program, as I'd mentioned earlier as well, aims to identify those talented individuals who have the potential to excel as professional cricketers. From this program, 5 outstanding players will be selected to join their respective teams, the 5 teams as a part of the Zim Afro T10. But that's not all. T10 Global Sports is going the extra mile, like we mentioned earlier, to engage schools across Zimbabwe through an exciting campaign. This campaign will provide children with the opportunity to learn about cricket and develop their skills. And who knows, this initiative could be the stepping stone for the next generation of professional cricketers to come out of Zimbabwe. Now, here's a quick look at the talent hunt. These are the kids who stand a chance to play in the inaugural Zim Afro T10 League. And this talent hunt starts from the 7th of July. And come the 20th of July, you never know, they could be the next superstars coming out of Bulawayo, of Kwekwe, and Harare. And those are the dates mentioned. How to register? Just walk in for the physical trials, and that's it. The world's your oyster from there. No pre-registration required, and this could be your ticket to glory. So block your calendars and get going. Okay, now we have an opportunity like no other, and that is the opportunity we call Lucky for Some, round 13. And that is the bonus round that we've come up with ahead of this inaugural Zim Afro T10 League. And that is that you get to choose unsold Indian players in this. Now, the order of the draft will be Harare Hurricanes go first, Joburg Buffaloes go second, Bulawayo Braves third, Cape Town Sump Army fourth, and Durban Qalandars will be the 5th team to have a go at picking one of the Indian unsold players. Just a quick reminder to everybody that S. Srisant is a category A and B player, Stuart Binney on the other side is a category B and C player, and all the other players are category C players in this pool. Moving on to the first pick of the day, and that goes to the Harare Hurricanes in terms of the unsold Indian players. Harare Hurricanes, I hope you're ready. You got your thinking caps on. The timer is up on the screen, and your time, Harare Hurricanes, starts now.
Who are the persons? I mean, Srishant.
You want me to tell you the names of the players?
Yeah.
You can select from the category. There's a category mentioned there. You can select from there.
Okay.
Just refresh it once in case you can't see it. There you go. So Shanta Kumaran Srisant or S. Srisant will now be plying his trade with the Harare Hurricanes. Congratulations to Srisant, the bowler from India, and also to Harare Hurricanes in using this bonus round to full effect. Okay, now moving on from the Harare Hurricanes to the Joburg Buffaloes, who are up next in this bonus round to pick Indian players. 2 minutes, Joburg Buffaloes start now.
We're giving this category a miss. We're good.
Okay. Thanks, Herschel. Thank you, Joburg Buffaloes. No problem at all. I'll move on to the next team in this round. From the Joburg Buffaloes, who've opted not to pick in the bonus round, on to the Bulawayo Braves, who are up next. These are the Indians that you can still pick in this bonus round. Bulawayo Braves, you have 2 minutes to make up your mind and to show us your selection, please.
Hey guys, we'll also skip this round as well, if that's okay.
So Bulawayo Braves, just like the Joburg Buffaloes, have also opted to skip this bonus round. No problem. Thank you so much, Dougie. Moving on from the Bulawayo Braves to the Cape Town Sampa Army, Cape Town Sampa Army. 2 minutes, start now. All right, so Category B player in Stuart Binney has been drafted by the Cape Town Sampa Army. S. Srisant heading to the Harare Hurricanes. Stuart Binney heading to the Cape Town Sampa Army. Congratulations to Stuart and congratulations to Cape Town. Now we're left with the one final pick in this official players draft ahead of the inaugural season of the Zim Afro T10, and that is with the Durban Qalandars. 2 minutes, Durban, start now.
Can we give it a miss at the moment and decide it later, please?
Sure. So just like the Joburg Buffaloes and the Bulawayo Braves, the Durban Qalandars have opted to give this round a skip. The bonus round comes to an end with that. And with that, we've also come to the end of the official player draft ahead of the inaugural season that we can't wait to unfold from the 20th of July to the 29th of July. First of all, a big round of applause for all the teams who participated in the draft. And as you can see on the big screen next to me, Joburg Buffaloes have the services of Tom Banton, Noor Ahmed, Mushfiqur Rahim, Yusuf Pathan. Guess what they've added in this draft? They started with Odin Smith. They added Will Smead. They've got Ravi Bopara. They've got Usman. They've got Junior Dala, and they've got Blessing Muzarabani. They've got Wellington Masakadza. And as you can see, they've drafted a lot of local players from Zimbabwe as well, ending with Rahul Chopra from the UAE to complete their lineup so far in this official player draft. Let's have a look at the Harare Hurricane squad. They've got Evan Lewis, they've got Shahnawaz Dahani, they had Owen Morgan, they had Robin Uthappa in the pre-draft stage. They've signed the likes of Mohammad Nabi, Donovan Ferreira, Dwan Janssen, Samit Patel, Kevin, they've got Chris, they've got Regis Chakabwa, they've got Luke Jongwe, they've got Brandon, they've got Tashinga, Irfan, Khalid, and ending with S. Srisant. Let's have a quick look at the Durban Qalandars squad. They started with George Linda, Sisanda Magala, Asif Ali, and Hazratullah Zazai in the pre-draft stage. In the draft, they added the services of Muhammad Amir, Tim Seifert, Hilton Cartwright, Mirza Tahir Beg, Craig Irvine, Tendai Chatara, Brad Evans, Clive, Nick, and Andre Fletcher. Let's head across to the Cape Town Samp Army squad. They started with Bhanuka Rajapaksha, Kareem Jannat, Ramanullah Gurbaz and Mahesh Thikshana in the pre-draft stage. Now they're joined by the likes of Sean Williams, Sheldon Cottrell, Chamika Karunaratne, Peter, Matthew Breedska, Richard N. Garawa, Sefas Juvao, Hamilton Masakadza, Tadiwanashe, Marumani, Tinashe, Parthiv Patel, Mohammad Irfan, and finally Stuart Binney. Next up, the Bulawayo Braves, who started the proceedings in the pre-draft stage with Ashton Turner, Ben McDermott, Sikandar Raza, the only local player to be drafted before the official player draft unfolded, Timal Mills, the English fast bowler. Now they're joined by the likes of Taskeen Ahmed, Thisara Pereira, Boo Webster, Patrick Dooley, Kobe, Ryan Burl, Timisen Maruma, Joylord Gumby, Innocent Kaya, Faraz Akram, and Mujibur Rahman from Afghanistan. Thank you everyone who joined us in this official player draft ahead of the inaugural season of the Zim Afro T10 League. We'll see you on the 20th of July, but until then, it's goodbye.